Well, let's go back now to our top story, those air raids on Gaza. We can go to Jerusalem, where the Israeli Foreign Ministry spokesman Yigal Palmor joins us now. First of all, Mr. Palmor, is there any truth in these reports that we're getting that your government is considering a proposal from the French Foreign Minister to impose a 48-hour ceasefire?
We will consider every proposal and we will give it very serious consideration. I can't go into the details of the proposals that are being examined now because things are happening even as we speak. There are diplomatic moves, so no details at this moment, but I can assure you that every proposal, if it is credible, will be given very thorough consideration.
So can you just confirm that you have had a proposal for a 48-hour ceasefire from the French Foreign Ministry?
I'm afraid I can't confirm this at this moment, but I have to tell you again, every proposal that will reach Israel will be examined very seriously.
And when is your government next meeting? Because the reports are also saying that there is going to be a cabinet meeting tonight to consider diplomatic initiatives. Is that the case?
Yes, there is a meeting in a matter of an hour or an hour and a half tonight in Jerusalem. That I can confirm.
Now, we just spoke to an Oxfam aid worker inside Gaza who described really terrible conditions there, lack of water, food, constant fear of bombardment, terrible injuries. He said it felt like a collective punishment, and it's difficult to see it in any other way, presumably, if you're a resident of Gaza at the moment.
I really don't understand why the use of these words when it is obvious that Hamas, even before having taken power over Gaza, but certainly after, has simply used the Gaza territory as a giant human shield to continue launching rockets, as they have been doing over the last 8 years. They've been firing rockets and they have made themselves legitimate military targets. There's no question that Hamas and Hamas facilities are legitimate military targets, and the fact that they have implanted themselves within civilian population is, of course, a very difficult fact that one has to face, but the question needs to be addressed to Hamas.
Well, presumably if you're going to carry out an aerial bombardment of one of the most densely populated places on Earth, you're going to get civilian casualties, and your government presumably calculated that and decided this was a price they were prepared to pay.
I think that if you compare this operation to other operations, for example, NATO bombardment of Serbia, you will observe that there are inevitably collateral damages, and the only question is how many collateral damages as opposed to targets being struck. And I think that in Serbia, when the NATO had to fight not terrorists but the Serbian army, there were collateral damages. There were damages among civilians.
Not quite on this scale, I have to say. Not on this scale.
But because the attack, because what they had to face was not on this scale, because Serbians were not firing rockets over British or French or American
well, yes, and it wasn't as densely populated. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Mr. Palmor, thank you very much.